Dave, behind Jake Mayer, how's the quarterback picture shaping up? How have you seen it, examining?
Well, we do have a lot of guys, so we're struggling getting everybody work. We're doing our best. I think what I do see is that all the guys understand our system, and it's just, there's so many different defensive looks that they can go against, so it's really hard to not maybe have a scouting report on another team. I know that's always tough on these guys, but at times I think we look real sharp, crisp on your decisions, but then something the defense throws you out of the ordinary, and you can tell, spinning a little bit, not seeing what they're expecting. All of a sudden we're holding the ball and taking sacks.
Dave, your linebacking core, last year, Micah and Cam, just so good. What makes them so good at those two?
Yeah, well, Coach Slow. No, just playing. You'll love that. No, I do think they are well coached, but I think basically we treat it as kind of like unity, that the linebackers bring the front to the back end, and they're the guys that kind of hold that glue together, and that comes from Mons, that comes from Coach Monson. But the guys, they work extremely hard. They're leaders out there. They both have good speed. They got a little nasty to them. They like to tackle, so we got some good competition this year, but I do think those two are really the glue that kind of keeps our front end and our back end together on defense.
Have you seen some good progress from Philpott over the last weekend?
Today was excellent. It was best practice. Maybe I'll back off tomorrow, though. He's had a good day, so let's not maybe push it 2 days in a row. But he did everything today and looked good.
And what about guys like Malik Henry in terms of his status?
He had a good full day as well. There's being smart. Malik does a lot of different treatments to try to keep his body right. He looked fast today. Didn't obviously play a lot in our red and white, so we need those guys. Our receiving core is starting to get a little bit like muscle injuries. We got a calf today that kind of was tight. We don't have a ton of bodies. Seems like we've lost a few Canadians as well, so we'll see how we play out, but I like where we're at.
How did Malik and Markin fit together in a receiving core?
Well, versatility there, different skill sets. Both can play on the line of scrimmage and off. I think that's important. I think certain guys are, certainly when they come from the U.S., are more comfortable maybe without the downhill motion. I think both of those guys do that well. I think Malik is an underrated blocker. I think he's a good blocker. Markin obviously is thick, but his top-end speed maybe is underrated. He had a 60 and an 85-yarder last year. So I think they can both do lots of different things. There's obviously good players behind him as well, but we feel like he can move those guys. They're smart, they're hungry. That's a group that needs to lead us.